What's up? We're in Belgrade, day 2. We're gonna get brackets, ladies and gentlemen. Kozak, why are brackets so important at this year's Worlds?
There's so many of the top guys, Russians especially, who are gonna be randomly drawn in. So we could see Sidakov, Dake, round 1, Sedgelayev, Snyder, right off the bat. We just don't know what's gonna happen. The random draw is gonna be especially random this year.
We're also interviewing Kadi Magomedov, the only guy to have beaten Kyle Dake in the last, 4 years?
Yeah, 5 years, I think. We hit up Kadi on Instagram, sent him a DM. He's like, yeah, let's talk. So we don't know what he's gonna say. We don't know how good his English is, but it's gonna be cool to hear from him. He loves to kind of poke the bear.
Where are you, Jordan?
So I have a feeling he's gonna say some cool stuff about Dake, Burrows, competition, everything. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, he's kind of a troll online on social media. I'll put up a picture of the kind of stuff he does right now.
Kyle Dake does an interview where he talks about his diet and how strict it is. Kadi Magomedov responds with a picture of him eating a bowl of ice cream, saying, "I beat you while eating ice cream."
So I think our conversation with him is going to be pretty interesting. I'm really excited for it.
Don't know really what to expect, but sometimes that's the best part of it, just kind of see what happens.
One of our goals today is to get in the room at the same time the Russian athletes are in the room. I've never watched Russian athletes train. It's something I've always wanted to see.
Yeah, to see Russia work out today would be really cool.
What are we going to go do right now, right this second, as soon as I turn this camera off, Kozak?
To the arena, we're gonna see Team USA, get their workouts in, get some interviews with them.
Unfettered, behind-the-scene access to Team USA. You can't get it anywhere else other than this. Am I right, Kozak?
You are right. Man, you're fired up this morning, aren't you?
I feel a little amped, I'm not going to lie.
It's day before World Championships, and so I think we all should be fired up, ready to go, and just seeing the best guys in the world compete. It's gonna be awesome.
Let's go. We got Sion with us today. Sion.
What's up?
Who's winning 74?
Dake.
Okay. You know who else is even at the weight?
The Russian guy.
That's true. He's not wrong. Serbian elevators are kind of weird. They get to your floor, you have to open a door. I don't know. I thought that was interesting. Oh, sorry. They're also very tiny.
Can't even turn around.
Think we can open it while it's going down?
Try. Oh my god. That is insane. I said, who's winning 86 kilos?
Taylor.
What's the score of him versus Donnie?
6-2.
Okay.
6-2.
Do you think Mason Paris can win a world title?
Yes.
All right, then.
Team USA is getting a workout in at 9. Some of their guys, some behind the scenes stuff with some of the best, other best guys in the world.
So it's a bottle flip game. If you flip the bottle, you don't have push-ups. You miss, you have 10 push-ups. I think it's like a Mongolian thing. I don't know.
So they asked me if I wanted to play, and I haven't made one bottle flip yet, so. Day before Worlds, talk about how you're feeling, emotions, thoughts, what's going on?
I'm feeling great. I'm super excited to compete. This is the biggest tournament right now, and it's awesome to be able to represent the best country in the United States, and I'm super excited to go out there and just give it my all. Not
knowing whether or not you were going to wrestle, when did you find out? What have you been? How's your training been? How did you prepare? All that.
Yeah. When you're the next guy in line, you always got to be ready no matter what. So.
Yeah, I am excited. It's why we train. It's why we travel across the world. And you have the opportunity to compete against Hassan, right? I mean, 2 of the biggest figures in our sport, world Olympic champions. We're pushing each other, right? So we're excited to see what the other one has done to prepare differently for this year, opposed to last year. And then obviously move forward over in Paris. So there's a lot of things to be excited about.
Dude, they could have Chamizo, Kadi, and then Sidikov back to back to back. That's crazy. Sadulayev, Snyder in the semis. If Sadulayev beats Snyder, it doesn't get easier for him in the bronze medal match that he'll have to wrestle somebody that almost beat him 2 years ago.
I'm really excited to see Sadulayev after 2 years, so that's gonna be.
We'll see.
Who do you think's gonna win 86 kilos?
For sure, Yazdani. Of course. Yes.
I understand why you
Hassan,
think that.
Yazdani,
No bias.
number one.
No bias.
We are not biased.
Yeah.
I think 50-50 without any bias. Last year,
Yeah.
Yazdani, if you heard the news, in the warm-up before the match,
He warmed up too hard, right?
Yeah, he went too hard, and you see that always in the second 3 minutes, Yazdani is really,
Tired
a lot of
out.
energy. But in the second round, he's bad.
Yeah.
But in last year, he was from minute 1, he was exhausted.
Yeah. How many Iranian fans should we expect here?
2,000 maybe,
2,000. All right. Are you gonna blow the horn?
if you're allowed. Yes.
Yeah. Perfect. We're gonna go meet with Kadi. So yeah, we sent Kadi some questions that hopefully he can answer. I'm really curious to see what he has to say, just because I think he's an interesting guy. The potential matchup of Dake, Kadi in the semis tomorrow, I think makes this even more interesting. I know Tyler, you're excited, right?
I'm really excited. Yeah.
Ich kann wie es denn du mega kicha kicha Ich kann bachnume zete vizet mega chicha chicha Mega gemes kashuma brat kan licha licha Takte was like dem kerude takte picha picha Desene bani
That's funny. Yeah, no problem.
Translate for us?
Yeah, sure. It's just the Russian is not my first language, but I'm pretty good with it anyway. So
What's
no
your first
problem.
language?
Slovakian.
Appreciate it, man.
I hope I'll be good,
What are your thoughts on potential rematch with Kyle Dake? It would be a semifinal match. How do you think that match will go?
I don't really want to think right away about the rematch with Kyle Dake, as there is also so many matches ahead, so match by the match. When I'll meet him in a semi-final, I'll be thinking about the match against him. Also, I would really like to prove that what happened and the way I won last time in Olympic Games in the semi-final, it wasn't just pure luck, but I'm a really good wrestler and I would like to prove that.
What was it like watching Kyle Dake last year win a world championship when you were not able to compete?
Вы знаете, obviously it's difficult or it's not that easy to watching the world championship which you cannot attend. Obviously you can't even judge other athletes for anything would happen. I'm very happy and I feel very privileged and thankful that I can be here and compete on this world championship and represent my country.
Dude, what just happened?
Yeah, we set up to get an interview with Kadi. He kind of set up a translator for us. So we had a really good interview with Kadi. He liked to talk about like, hey, I'm gonna show the Olympic match wasn't just good luck. And then he started calling out Jordan Burroughs too. He even like, Tyler, you said it, like he even looked at the camera and was like,
Where are you, Jordan?
where are you? We were talking to the translator, like, well, hey, like, you think we'd be able to get anybody from the Russian team because they were right next to us? And so he went over to the Russian head coach, Katsalov, who's like a legend, a world Olympic champion. And he's like, I know him well, I spent a lot of time there. So he talked to him like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, came over, like, hey, would any of your athletes be available? He's like, well, who would you like? And we're like, well, Sidikov would be cool. And so we talked to Sidikov, we got an interview with him. I don't know, Tyler, like my takeaway from Sidikov is he's like humble. He's like
He's really cool, very humble
He's
guy.
like a very humble guy. Just in like his humility, like we asked him, so like we're trying to, build up Dake, Kadi, Sidikov, like that's the mat, like that's the weight. And so we asked him about Kadi and Dake. Afterwards, the interpreter was like, I was having a hard time interpreting it, but what he was saying is, even though I'm an Olympic champion, I don't have the right to say who's gonna win in that matchup.
Yeah.
Which is like, dude, it just shows, I think, a little bit of, trying to be humble, not trying to say anything too provocative. Sidikov, he's a guy that we've rooted against for so long because we want to see Jordan Burroughs beat him, we want to see Kyle Dake beat him as well, but like you're saying, it's like just a dude who's a really good wrestler.
He just seems like a really cool guy who loves wrestling.
Definitely cool. I'm really glad we got to get both.
Sidikov was also swagged out. He had the jumpsuit on with the Jordan backpack.
Yeah, he has way better style than I do. But he doesn't have 4 kids.
That's true. Okay, that's it for today. Kozak, I don't know about you, but I had a really fantastic day.
Yeah, really fantastic. It was long. It's almost midnight right now, but we did so much day before Worlds, and you could just feel like the excitement's building. So it was a really good day.
Yeah, Kozak just mentioned it's almost midnight right now. We just spent a bunch of time editing the Sidikov and Kadi interviews, uploading those, getting some social videos out and stuff. So it's a grind on these trips sometimes, but we're wrestlers. It's what we love. We love the grind. Embrace it.
Yeah, what we do is nothing compared to a wrestler's grind. So this is Really cool. Tomorrow, World Championships start. So it's like we're building up to the best event of the year. So it's exciting.
No matter how much work I would have to do on a trip like this, I would be down to do it. Being at this event last year actually like completely ruined folk style for me. I don't even want to watch it anymore.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Maybe I shouldn't say that. So what weights start tomorrow? And by the way, tomorrow for us is today for you. If you're watching this video, Worlds has started. I don't know what you're doing even watching this video. You should be watching Worlds.
Yeah, so tomorrow, 61, 70, 86, heavyweight start.
So that's Vito, Zane Rutherford, David Taylor, and Mason Paris. We'll make another behind the scenes video tomorrow about the first day of Worlds. In the meantime, go watch Worlds. Okay, bye.